For centuries, soldiers, monks and village healers relied on a plant most farmers now pull out as a weed. Not because it was magical, because it worked. This is milk thistle, and 2,000 years ago, Roman physicians documented its use for supporting liver health. Today, it's sold in capsules, standardized, extracted, bottled. But in Tuscany, one woman has been growing the whole plant for over 50 years, the way her grandmother taught her. After meeting Robert in Minnesota, I realized the most resilient plants aren't just in the cold north, they're right under our feet. What Lucia preserved isn't a miracle cure, it's something much quieter and far older.
Oh, buongiorno. Sorry, my English is not perfect. I am Lucia. I am 72 years old. I grow this plant, milk thistle, for 50 years now. My grandmother, she taught me when I was young girl. In Italy, we call it Cardo Mariano. You see these white marks on the leaves? The legend says it's milk from the Virgin Mary. But the real story, it's much older than that. Romans knew this plant. They understood what it does for the liver. Now, they spray it, kill it, say it's a weed, but I still grow it. Hidden, you know, between my other plants.
2,000 years ago, Roman naturalist Pliny the Elder described milk thistle as a plant used for supporting bile flow and recovery from jaundice. Roman soldiers marched across continents. Food was inconsistent. Water quality varied. The liver, the body's filtration system, carried a heavy burden. Milk thistle seeds travelled with them, not as superstition, as traditional medicine. Imagine the practical reality. Legionaries eating preserved rations, drinking from questionable
It's so peaceful
sources,
out here at this time of
enduring
day.
physical
You
stress
can really
that would
feel the
challenge
rhythm
any
of
organ
nature.
system. They observed empirically that certain plants helped maintain their health during campaigns. After the fall of Rome, monastic gardens preserved the plant. In medieval Europe, it became known as St. Mary's thistle, the white leaf veins linked to legend. But behind
The secret is
symbolism was
patience.
practical
Give it time
observation.
and a little care,
People
and
who
you'll see
used the
beautiful
seeds
things grow.
seemed to recover better from digestive and liver-related complaints. The plant spread across the entire Roman Empire, not by accident. It was deliberately cultivated along military routes, near garrison towns, in the gardens of those who understood its traditional uses. Then, in 1968, German researchers isolated a group of compounds from the seeds, Silymarin. Modern pharmacology didn't invent milk thistle. It analysed what tradition had already observed. What's remarkable isn't that science confirmed traditional use. What's remarkable is how long that traditional knowledge persisted without modern validation. Come, I show you. This is milk thistle. Beautiful, no? Purple flower, very spiky. In summer it grows maybe 2 meters tall. These white veins on leaves, they're not just pretty. The plant makes them to reflect the hot sun. Very clever. The seeds, they're inside these spiky heads here. You have to be careful. Gloves always. But inside, black seeds, shiny, like little treasures. That's what we want. That's the medicine. Let's discuss what Silymarin actually does, and I'm going to explain it through the plant's own survival strategy. Milk thistle evolved in the Mediterranean, brutal summer heat, minimal water, intense UV radiation. The plant needed molecular protection against oxidative stress that would kill most species. It developed Silymarin, a complex of flavonolignans that stabilize cell membranes. Research suggests Silymarin may support liver cell membrane stability, act as an antioxidant, support healthy inflammatory response, and assist the liver's natural regenerative processes. Some studies have shown improved liver enzyme markers in certain populations, but it's important to be clear, milk thistle is not a replacement for medical treatment. It does not cure liver disease. It supports liver function, and support is not the same as cure. A 2020 study published in Phytotherapy Research demonstrated that Silymarin was associated with supporting healthy liver enzyme markers in adults. The compound helps support the liver's natural recovery processes. The interesting question isn't whether it's magic. It's why a plant that evolved to survive Mediterranean oxidative stress produces compounds that appear to protect human liver cells in similar ways. Nature often solves survival problems elegantly. This isn't about detox tea marketing. This is about a compound that evolved for plant protection and happens to support human liver health through related mechanisms. Now I show you how to harvest. You wait until the flower turns brown, like this. Then you cut the whole head. Careful, molto spinoso, very spiky. I put them in this basket, let them dry maybe 2 weeks. Then you break them open. The seeds fall out. You see? Shiny black. My grandmother, she would roast them lightly, grind them, make tea. I do the same. Every morning, 1 teaspoon. 50 years now. My doctor, he cannot believe my blood tests. Everything perfect. Now here's where the story becomes rather interesting. Why is a plant with documented traditional uses and modern research classified as a noxious weed in several regions? The ecological reason: it's invasive. One plant produces up to 6,000 seeds. It spreads aggressively. It outcompetes crops. From an ecological standpoint, that makes management necessary. But there's also an economic contrast worth noting. Modern industrial agriculture depends on monocultures, single crops, mechanically harvested, chemically managed. Milk thistle is spiky, wickedly spiky. Mechanical harvesters can't touch it without damage. It requires hand harvesting, labour-intensive, not profitable at scale. The whole plant grows freely and reseeds itself. Standardized extracts are produced in laboratories and sold globally. Both exist. One requires industry, the other requires patience and gloves. Lucia simply chose the older method. What's fascinating isn't conspiracy, it's contrast. A plant that produces medicine whilst being classified as agricultural nuisance. A weed that thrives precisely because it refuses to cooperate with industrial cultivation methods. The economics are rather telling. A bottle of standardized Silymarin extract costs £30 to £40, a month's supply. A handful of seeds you grow yourself? The plant reseeds itself annually at no cost. You want to know something funny? In pharmacy, they sell milk thistle pills. €40 for 1 month. €40. I give seeds to my neighbours. Free. They grow it themselves. Why pay every month when the plant gives you seeds every year? The pharmaceutical companies, they don't like this. They want you buying forever. But this plant, it wants to survive. It makes thousands of seeds. Nature wants you to have it for free. That's why they call it a weed. Because it won't cooperate with their business model. If you want to grow milk thistle, here's what you need to know. It's remarkably easy, but you must respect its vigour. It thrives in USDA zones 3 through 10, essentially anywhere with a proper winter dormancy period. It's a biennial. First year, leafy rosette. Second year, tall flowering stalk. Plant seeds in autumn or very early spring. They need cold stratification. Don't coddle them. They evolve to germinate in harsh conditions. Full sun. Poor soil is fine. In fact, it prefers it. Too much fertility, and it grows enormous but produces fewer of the medicinal compounds. Stress creates potency. Here's the critical part. Contain it. Plant it where you can manage it. Not in your vegetable garden. It will take over. A dedicated corner, a large pot, or an area you don't mind it colonising. Harvest when the flower heads turn brown but haven't opened yet. Wear thick gloves. Let them dry completely, then extract the seeds. One plant produces thousands of seeds. Save some for next year. Share the rest. That's how the Romans spread it across an empire. I show you how I use it. Very simple. I take the seeds, grind them in this little coffee grinder, just for the thistle, not for coffee anymore. Then I put 1 teaspoon in hot water, let it sit 5 minutes. It's bitter, yes, but in Italy we say medicina amara, vita dolce. Bitter medicine, sweet life. Some people put it in smoothies. My daughter does this. Or you can just eat the seeds whole. They're nutty, like sunflower seeds but smaller. The important thing, you use it fresh. Don't buy old seeds from shops. Grow your own. That's the real medicine. This story isn't about secret suppression. Milk thistle supplements are widely available. Doctors know about Silymarin. Research continues. What's interesting is something simpler. We often assume health solutions must be complex, expensive, or newly engineered. Yet some of them have been growing quietly for centuries. Roman legionaries knew this. Medieval monks preserved it. Lucia's grandmother grew it. Lucia didn't reject modern medicine. She simply kept a tradition alive alongside it. And sometimes continuity is its own form of wisdom. One plant, one Italian garden, one quiet tradition that survived empires, industry, and changing times. 50 years growing this. I am 72 now. My liver, perfect. My mother grew it before me, her mother before her. The doctors, they are always surprised. How is your liver so healthy at your age? I just smile. I don't tell them about my little spiky friends in the garden. This plant, it saved Roman soldiers. It can save you too. You just have to be brave enough to let a weed into your life. Best weed I ever grew. If you're curious about the plants that shaped history and still grow in ordinary soil, subscribe to The Forbidden Garden. Next week, we travel north to uncover a cold climate berry that survived temperatures below -50. Some plants survive empires, some survive winters, some survive both. I'm Eleanor, and I'll see you in the next garden.